On today's show, we attend a legislative breakfast, and later we get tips from the Amos brothers about how to keep your pipes from freezing this winter. It's all ahead, and Studio Forsyth starts now. Studio Forsyth is brought to you in part by Cumming Forsyth Chamber of Commerce, creating a climate for growth and success in our community. Pinecrest Academy, a 2014 National Blue Ribbon School and 2014 Catholic Education Honor Roll School of Excellence. Georgia Highlands Medical Services, serving the medical needs of North Georgia since 1979. And Country Folk Superstore, your one-stop shop for almost everything under heaven.
Hi, welcome to Georgia Highlands. How can I help you?
Welcome inside Studio Forsyth. I'm Jennifer Pointer. Recently, we heard from our very own state senators and other members of the legislative branch on their plans for Forsyth County this year. Let's hear what they have to say.
We'll start the legislative session in Atlanta next week, and so there's a lot of discussion going on around what the budget will look like, what about transportation, all the different issues, healthcare, and its impact on the state. So we're hoping to get to some of those issues today as we bring our legislative delegation up. I'm going to ask them to come on up now, if they would. First of all, well, this would actually be one we could start with everybody answering briefly, if you will. In your opinion, please name the top 3 goals for the session. And Kevin, why don't we start with you down on that end and work back this way. Top 3 goals for the session.
I think always number 1 is the budget. It's the only thing we're constitutionally mandated to do each year is pass a balanced budget. It takes up the most time in the House because that's where revenue bills have to start. So the budget would be number 1. Number 2, I think is going to be an issue that's going to cause a great deal of conversation. It's going to be transportation. We know from last year that was the number 1 thing here in Forsyth County. Forsyth County has huge transportation issues, as does North Georgia in general. So transportation, I think, is probably number 2. And then for 3, I'll say that from a personal standpoint is I have some legislation dealing with the parole board and the whole process of paroles and increasing transparency in that area and moving that process into the 21st century. So the 3rd for me personally would be increased transparency in that process.
Second is transportation. I've not been engaged in that. I know that we're going to have a lot of conversation. Look forward to hearing all the ins and the outs. I've yet to meet somebody who doesn't say we don't have a transportation problem in Georgia, especially in the metro area. It's going to be how we tackle those improvements. So I'm anxious to hear that. 3rd, there's a bill that I'm going to be carrying. Representative Dudgeon's helping me with it. Is for the media is titled it Michael's Law, and we're going to go after some of these establishments, these reckless bars across the state that are serving underage drinkers, underage children, and we're going to try to attack the problem and hold them accountable.
Senator-elect Williams.
I don't have much to add. Budget, transportation, education. I do think during the transportation discussion, there's been an opportunity to move a lot of money from the general fund to lowering our state income tax to the transportation fund. Some of that amount I'll probably pretty focused on is my ultimate goal is to get us to a consumption-based tax. So if we can move that direction for this transportation discussion, then we get momentum.
Well, I think we kind of talked about it today. Transportation. On the question of the survey, 60% of the people here said that transportation was the biggest issue. There's been a study committee going around the state talking about it, and that seems to be on, and not just here in Forsyth County, but the state, what we're going to do about transportation in the state of Georgia.
Located on the corner of Highway 9 and Spot Road in Cumming, Georgia, Country Folk Superstore is modeled after classic general stores of the past. From Amish goods, to guns, to ammo and archery, to even clothing and hardware supplies. Country Folk Superstore is your one-stop shop for almost everything under heaven. Welcome back. Cold weather is on its way to Forsyth County. We checked in with master plumbers, the Amos brothers, to get their tips on how to prevent your pipes from freezing this winter season. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Bobby Amos. I'm Billy Amos with Amos Pump Service. Top reasons to shut your water off, keep this from happening for busted pipes. Make sure you locate where your cutoffs are for your hose bibs. put something over them, open them up, let them drain. But like I said, the easiest and best thing to do is locate your cutoffs, know where they are at. If you can cut them off, that's the simplest thing. If you can't cut them off, put something over them. Insulated cup, they sell them at Home Depot.
Another thing is, if you got wells, you want to make sure all your well pipes are not exposed. They got heat strips they sell also, and just as simple as a light bulb would help keep some heat in the well house or at a exposed pipe underneath the house where crawl space is, so it won't be below freezing and stop all the hose up for the wind won't get to the pipe, so it causes most of the problems for the busted pipes on that.
One thing is, don't leave your garage doors open. During the wind conditions, the wind's what's really going to freeze everything. Cold weather's going to move in over the week. Like I said, open your cabinets up, let some heat in there. If you need to let your water drip, also let the cold and hot drip, not just the cold water. Hot water freezes first. So.
Another thing is, do not use a torch to try to unthaw a pipe. Use a hairdryer.
We're here located in Cumming, Georgia and stuff. We have a couple of guys. We are running. We don't want to run like we did last year. We run until 4 o'clock in the morning, fixing water leaks all week long. And like I said, we're located here in Cumming. We've got a couple different crews, but if you just shut your water off and go back to bed and wait till in the morning.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Studio Forsyth. From everyone here at Forsyth County News, I'm Jennifer Pointer. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here on Friday.